Most people have no idea where the food and fiber comes from in their everyday lives. Cows need to be milked before that cream makes it to market. And if you have a favorite wool sweater, well, you have to go back to the source for those fibers. For many consumers, wool is the ultimate choice in materials to create high-end fabrics. Australia, New Zealand, and Argentina far outshine U.S. wool production. But you'll find sheep ranchers all across the Heartland, some of them looking to acquire an essential skill.
Down, all the way around to the back side. From hamstring to hamstring.
Shearing a sheep may look like the simple act of getting a haircut, but there's a lot more to it than just moving your shears along the fluffy wool. That's a lesson these students have come to learn at Middle Tennessee State University.
Straight down, make that a nice straight line.
The university's two-day course draws students from a number of states. Some are ranchers, some just looking to develop a marketable skill.
Somebody that owns a dozen, 15, 25 sheep, and they want to learn how to shear their own sheep. In some cases, they may not even actually want to shear their sheep, but they want to occasionally be able to do some shearing. You know, a lot of people like to clean up the sheep just a little bit before lambing, for example.
One father-daughter team was among the students in this class.
She's doing better than me.
Michael Stringer says he and his daughter Abigail had the sheep and wanted to discover the best way to access the wool.
She got into Jacob's sheep last year, and part of the agreement was that she had to learn to do something with the wool to keep them on the farm. So now it's time for us to learn how to shear them, and we didn't know what to do.
While the wool may look soft and easy to handle, Abigail discovered that shearing comes with its own challenges.
It was different than I expected it to be. I guess I sort of thought it would just be really easy, but it takes a lot of maneuvering and everything, and it really hurts your back.
You can maybe get by going by just like this here.
The primary instructor for this shearing session is Doug Rathke, sharing skills he's acquired over many years.
But my sheep that I've got is starting to be a taller sheep, and if she's one of them sheep that just will not let me take that leg and tuck it away.
Doug's training has taken him to New Zealand, a country that has at least 10 times more sheep than people.
I finished the senior level of the classes, which took me 3 tries. It's weeks long every time. And finally, after the third one, I made the senior level, and you got to be able to shear 300 a day, every day.
Shearing sheep demands a steady hand, the ability to work the wool fast, and the stamina to maintain control over the animal.
It looks like it's extremely physically demanding.
It does take a lot out of you. You got that real quick. And just to get them in the right spot and hold them. They don't cooperate as much as we'd like, but sure it's not comfortable for them either.
In 1 hour shearing, you expend as much energy as a jogger would running 8 miles.
The lessons here reinforce concepts that protect the person doing the shearing while providing a safe and reliable approach for the sheep.
The moves that I use is the most comfortable for both the sheep and the shearer. Make it easier so we can get it done the quickest.
And while an expert can make the job look easy, some students literally wrestle with their lessons, controlling the animal, repositioning to start again, and finally getting a handle on equipment and sheep.
What's the most difficult part of all this, do you think?
Remaining calm. I don't know, it gets really stressful, I think. You know, they start moving and you don't feel like you're doing the right thing. And actually, once you start shearing them, they get really slippery. And so it's hard to hold on to them.
So are you willing to give me a lesson? Because I would really like to give it a try.
You really want to?
I really want to.
Okay.
No one's twisting my arm.
All right.
Watching someone else try their hand is a lot different than facing the task yourself. Part of it is remembering to do a whole series of things at the same time.
You ready?
Now, do I need to be holding her leg, or is she okay?
No, she's just right like that. Oh, you want to start right here.
Right in here?
Yep.
And I need to be holding the skin.
There you go. Try and take this wool off right here. Follow my hand. Come back here a little bit more.
I'm not giving you a very clean cut, am I?
That's all right. It's your first time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm like everybody else. I'm scared to death of cutting her.
Yeah, yep.
And I'm not getting down deep enough, am
Yeah,
I?
you got to lay it right down on the skin. Don't worry, that camera's right on you.
I know, and I'm doing kind of a messy job. It's embarrassing. I should have practiced a time or two.
Well, you do 4 or 5 more, you'll be good.
Wool has long been a natural, versatile, and renewable resource. But like other commodities, the interest in raising sheep and selling wool will rise and fall with the market.
Just go straight down. See how I grab that leg?
And if you want to do the math on that final paycheck,
in the last few years, we've come around 50 to 60 cents a pound. A ewe will give about 7 pounds of wool, so we're talking about $3 or $4 worth of wool off of a sheep.
You got to really maneuver that.
as with many other educational experiences, these skills don't come easy. They can come, however, with a sense of satisfaction.
At the end of the first day, the students are just beginning to realize how difficult it is, and then they'll start making progress. So at the end of the second day, when they shear their last sheep and the wool came off in one piece, it looks good, the animal is in good shape, everybody's happy, that's when we're all feeling real good about things.